All right, first unload of the day. It's my only unload of the day, but this is a 2-stop load. The rest will come off tomorrow. They said go ahead and pull the tarps off here and pull it in to get unloaded. So that's what we'll do. I pulled into this place the night before and was able to park, get some sleep. Whenever I do that, I try to wake up about a half hour or so before I know the place opens, so I can kind of get ready. In that way, when I first see someone, I can get instructions and then ensure that I'm probably going to be the first to get unloaded and get everything done. Pulling the tarps off here, you can see that it's kind of a busy place. There was people coming in and out for work right there, so I was having to be careful with rolling up the tarps, trying to stay out of everyone's way. I try to always do it on the driver's side of the truck though when I'm doing my tarps, because I have everything I need in my box on that side, as well as it's easy to flip it end over end up on the catwalk like you just saw me do. When possible, I prefer to roll up the tarps and then just leave them standing up on end next to the truck and then have the forklift put them on the truck for me. In this particular situation, that wasn't really possible because I needed to untarp where I'm doing it now, and then I needed to pull forward into their yard a little bit further to get unloaded. And then so for just ease and for convenience on both parties, I just rolled them up and then flipped them up on the catwalk so I can move. This is a 2-drop load. They just took their units off. I threw some straps back over it. Now I gotta retarp it. They were quick, real quick, so I didn't really get any footage of that. I'm trying to see about getting some footage of the tarping anyway. I'm gonna mess around with these straps, then get to work. Do you ever do something like stupid, but you like in advance you know you're still gonna do the stupid thing, even though all the flags and stuff are like that stupid? Me too, sometimes. But when you do stupid stuff, you shouldn't videotape it. So that's why those are up there now. And you didn't see any footage of it. You can see that after those units came off, the load is pretty irregular in shape on the front and at the back. That can be a little tricky sometimes, getting the tarps on there in a way that they're still going to look decent going down the road, and then also get total coverage to protect them, which is what the tarps are for ultimately. You can see this was kind of a cool spot. I had murals on both sides of me. I didn't take a ton of time to fully appreciate them, but they were pretty neat. When I mentioned being stupid and not filming it earlier, I was talking about how I ended up getting my tarps unrolled up on top of that load. Sometimes that can be a little bit tricky, as well as the potential for being unsafe. However, with a certain level of experience, you can mitigate some of those factors, but it's still not something that I'm necessarily going to promote. All done. Now I'm going to try to get these hands clean. I put my 6-foot tarps on there. I had the 8-foot tarps when I came in, and then they took the units off, so I was able to go down to the 6-footers, which makes my life way easier. Second drop. Let's go do that sometime. I've got about an hour of time to kill, so I'm gonna go for a bike ride. Downtown Denver. It's pretty nice. I wouldn't let my children out here by themselves without saying anything. Time to start heading back to the truck, I guess. Can't stay here forever. All buckled in with the safety net. I actually did at first get that thing in here with both wheels on, but it's pretty difficult to do.
And it's still kind of difficult to do with the front wheel off. I'm trying to come up with the best system for getting it in and out, and also how to mount it. I've got a plan drawn up for how I'm going to mount more securely, but I haven't had any problems so far, so I've got the safety net over it. Anyways, time to get back to work.
I am waiting in line to get the truck washed. I always like it when I'm like able to get in and out in like an hour or less. I don't know if that's going to happen today. I've got 3 in front of me, and one of them's a cattle hauler, so they take forever. Here I am doing my second drop. This is in central Texas, and boy, was it warm and humid. Also, getting in here was very, very tricky. I came in from one direction, and I wasn't able to actually navigate the turn into this driveway. And then some guy there told me that if I went down about a quarter of a mile, there was a place that I had plenty of room to turn around. That ended up not being the case. I got down there and I was kind of cursing that guy. I was like, there's not enough room for a pickup to turn around with a trailer. Maybe not even the pickup at all. I mean, it was so tight. Cardi B would have had to take implants out to make the turn. You know what I'm saying? It was bad. But a little bit of patience. I had to go 9 miles down the road and turn around. But sometimes if you just keep a level head and you wait to find the best opportunity, you can keep yourself from getting stuck or hitting something or damaging equipment, which you never like to do. I'm rolling up these straps, obviously trying to get ready for the forklift to come take the load off. This next little clip is Bennett Lumber. I actually used to work at this sawmill in rural Idaho up in Princeton, and I was in charge of operating the bander, which is how they wrap these units of lumber. So I'd wrap loads 9-10 hours a day. I prefer to haul them. I always kind of enjoy seeing that particular brand of product out on the road. Now I'm getting my tarps strung down. Slack is whack. And